Have you ever reached the end of the day and you can't even tell where your life went? You did 1,000 things, but inside, it feels like nothing truly mattered. Like your heart has been working overtime searching for something it can't find. Today I'm going to show you a full day, real, simple, but with one difference. It's not just a routine, it's purpose. And if you want your days to actually mean something, stay with me. Because what you do in the ordinary can transform what you feel inside. Because look, most people aren't tired from lack of sleep. They're tired from lack of direction. That quiet feeling of, I'm living, but I'm not really living. And this is where things shift. When your day begins with Allah, the day doesn't feel empty. It feels guided. Keep watching, because when you listen to Allah, He replaces emptiness with peace your heart has been searching for. The alarm goes off while it's still dark outside, and yeah, my first battle isn't with the world, it's with my bed. That moment when your body begs for 5 more minutes and your mind starts negotiating. But I learned something. Discipline isn't built when it's easy, it's built when it's hard. So I breathe, sit up, and remember why I'm getting up. I don't get up because I'm perfect. I get up because I want to return, because I want to be present, because every early morning is a door Allah opens for the one who decides to walk through it. I make wudu slowly. The cold water wakes me up, but it also puts my inside back in order. Like every drop is saying, clean what no one can see. And as I walk to my prayer space, my home is silent, but my heart isn't. It feels like coming home before I even step into the world. I pray, Fajr, and I won't lie. Some days I feel a strong connection, and some days my mind drifts. But the difference now is I don't use that as an excuse to quit. I stay, I finish, and I make a short, honest dua. Something like, Allah, straighten my heart, make today beneficial, make my intentions pure. After Fajr comes one of my favorite moments. It's not the most Instagram-worthy, but it's the most real, sitting still for 2 or 3 minutes, breathing, soft dhikr, remembering that peace doesn't arrive when everything is solved. It arrives when your heart surrenders to guidance. Then I open the Qur'an. Sometimes I read a page, sometimes just a few verses, sometimes I listen to recitation if I'm exhausted. But the point isn't quantity to show off. The point is consistency so it can shape you, because the Qur'an isn't just something you read, it's something that reorders you. It reminds you that you weren't created to chase the dunya like it's everything. And here's something that changed my life. I don't start my day with my phone. Before, it was social media, messages, news, comparison. And without realizing it, I was already losing. I was starting the day with noise. Now I try to start with meaning. And when I do, the day feels different. Then I make something simple to eat. Not perfect, not fancy. Just something clean that helps me feel good. While I'm cooking, I'll put on a short reminder in Islamic talk or even silence. Because sometimes silence is where you hear your own soul the clearest. And I ask myself, what do I want Allah to see in me today? Not only what do I want to achieve, but who do I want to become? I head out to study or work, and this is where the real test begins. Because it's easy to feel spiritual in your room with soft lighting. It's harder to keep your heart steady when the world pushes you. Traffic pressure, deadlines, people, stress, and your nafs wanting to react. But there's one practice that keeps me grounded. Turning the ordinary into worship through intention. If I study, I do it with the intention to grow and be useful. If I work, I do it with the intention to be responsible and halal. If I help someone, I do it for Allah. And that changes everything. The same day that used to feel empty now feels filled with barakah. During the morning, I realize something. Your heart becomes what it's surrounded by. If I surround myself with complaints, I become complaint. If I surround myself with comparison, I become anxiety. So I try to protect what I consume, what I listen to, what I say, even what I think when no one's watching. Mid-morning, I take a short pause. I can't always stop everything, but even 1 minute, just to return. Quiet dhikr. Astaghfirullah. Alhamdulillah. La ilaha illa Allah. Not as empty repetition, but like grabbing a rope when your mind starts slipping. Then comes the prayer that many people neglect, duhur. Sometimes you're busy and your mind says later, but later is a trap. Because when you start moving your prayers around like they're just another task, the dunya slowly becomes the boss. But when you pause for salah, it's like telling the world, you don't own me. So I find the space, even if it's small. And when I say the takbir, I feel my shoulders drop. Because for a few minutes, I don't have to prove anything. I don't have to rush. I just have to be. I just have to return. After midday, I go back to responsibilities, but with a different energy. Still, life hits. A comment bruises your ego, frustration, bad news, a mistake. And that's when you see whether your routine has purpose or just an aesthetic. When something triggers me, I try to do this. Don't react instantly. Breathe. Ask, does this bring me closer to Allah or pull me away? And I don't always win that battle, but I don't let a loss destroy me. If I slip, I make istighfar and return. In the afternoon, I like to include something physical. A walk, a workout, stretching, anything. Because I learned that body and soul are connected. When my body is neglected, my mind becomes weaker too. And it's not about looking perfect. It's about having the energy to do good, to carry your responsibilities, to protect what Allah entrusted to you. Asr arrives like a checkpoint in the day. Like Allah is asking, how are you doing? Are you still with me? And I love that moment because it reminds you there's still time. If your morning was messy, you can still end the day with light. If you fell, you can still stand back up. Sometimes around this time, mental fatigue shows up. That's where I used to escape. Endless scrolling, distractions, things that gave me nothing. And listen, rest is good. Islam doesn't ask you to be a machine. But there's a huge difference between rest that repairs you and escape that empties you even more. So I aim for balanced leisure. Something I enjoy, but that doesn't steal my heart. Time with family, a hobby, a good conversation, tea, a short walk. And if I use social media, I set limits, because life moves faster than you think. And I don't want to meet Allah with a heart I gave to everything except Him. Maghrib comes and the sky changes. The change reminds me time doesn't negotiate. Today is leaving. And the smartest thing I can do is return once again. I pray, I make dua, and I give thanks. I thank Allah for what went well, but also for what didn't go my way. Because sometimes what didn't happen was protection. Added paragraph. And in that quiet moment after Maghrib, I remind myself of one thing. Purpose isn't a feeling you wait for. It's a direction you choose. Even if your heart feels heavy, you can still move toward Allah with small steps. A single, sincere dua. A verse. One act of kindness. One prayer on time. Because sometimes the greatest change doesn't arrive with loud miracles. It arrives with a soft return that only you and Allah know. Then night brings a different kind of silence. This is where many people drown in thoughts, guilt, comparison, fear of the future. And here's the truth. Some nights your heart feels heavy. But I've seen that when you return to Allah with honesty, that heaviness lifts, not by magic, by mercy. After dinner, I try to close the day gently, reviewing the day without hating myself, asking, where was I better? Where did I slip? What can I try tomorrow? And if I messed up badly, I don't destroy myself, like I make tawbah. Not a perfect speech, just a real surrender. And when Isha arrives, it feels like sealing the day, like saying, Allah, I did what I could. The rest I hand back to you. Then before sleeping, I make one last dua, that Allah forgives me, guides me, and lets me wake up to try again. Because purpose isn't having a perfect day. It's having a day that brings you closer. And if you're watching this feeling empty, feeling like life has no direction, remember this. Allah doesn't call you to be flawless. He calls you to return again and again. And when you return, it doesn't only change your routine, it changes your heart. So tomorrow, try a day with purpose, even if it's just one thing. Don't negotiate Fajr or read a single verse or make one sincere dua at the end of your day. And then tell me in the comments what you felt, because sometimes the change doesn't show on the outside, but inside, a peace begins to grow that can't be faked. If you like this video, subscribe, like, and comment.